BroHams.
You know what when I was at work today, I go into the bathroom because I have to use the bathroom.
Whoa.
There's one urinal and there's two stalls. And in between the door of the stall is just enough space that you can, as you're moving, it's kind of like a zoetrope and like there's like an illusion that there's even more space. It's like the Z-axis.
Yeah.
And, you're rotating around the object, so you're seeing more and more the more you walk past it. Just see a guy. I could tell this guy was sitting ass naked on the bowl. And I don't know if it's just the germaphobe in me. Why in a public restroom would you
Seems like
sit
he had his shirt off.
Am I the only one? No, he didn't have his shirt off. But like, I hover.
You're freaking out that this guy had his bare ass on a public toilet seat?
Yes, that's why I don't have my bare ass on a public toilet seat.
Oh, dude.
You put your bare ass on a toilet seat?
Oh, dude.
That's disgusting.
That's why
man.
I never get sick either, because my immunity system is just...
Your immunity system. Dude,
Immune system.
That is nasty. I would never do that. I would hover like a bitch and drop my bombs from long distance.
I'm a suicide bomber, man.
No way.
How many people hover over there?
Dude, think of how many ass cheeks of how many like maybe someone's not perfectly centered.
Well, if you are like side saddling it and like your crack is on the part where your ass cheeks should be and the shit's rubbing on it, yeah, then maybe and stuff.
Well, how do you know the guy before you wasn't like that? And he just took a toilet paper and just Mr. Miyagi wax on, waxed off.
I'm not a frequent shitter of public restrooms anyway. I tend to save that more intimate time, more intimate place.
Yeah, that's rule number one, is you want to try and be as regular as possible. But some guys are like, no, I'm shitting at work. I mean, I've had those moments. Everyone has those moments. Want to hear a shit story? When I was office manager, I opened up shop and I closed up shop. And there was one day I was closing up shop. I just had to shit one night. Super bad. And I probably had to stay later and my internal clock was messed up. And it's like, no, man, we were past our time. We got to go.
The shit clock's 5 minutes to midnight.
Yeah, exactly. Could have made it home in 10 minutes. There's no way I'd make that. So I go in, I hover, I drop the bomb, and there was only one stall. There's one stall and one urinal at this small company. And it was a shared bathroom for 3 different companies. I clogged the toilet.
Amateur.
There was either no plunger or I was just germophobing out and
not often a lot of plungers in public restrooms. I think that is more.
What do? I have to wipe my ass like bad, like big time. Like I can't even take too many steps. I need to wipe my ass. And it was late at night and there's no one around. I go to the girls' bathroom. And the thing is, I worked at this place for 2 years and I'm around the bathrooms all the time because I got to go to the bathroom. There's also the kitchen right next to both bathrooms, very sanitary. Mm-hmm. So I walked into the girls' bathroom, and it was so nice. It was night and day, the way the janitors and the people in the janitors take care of the bathrooms. What was weird was there was no urinal. I know that's like so obvious, but it was like, wow, something's weird about this bathroom.
You just had that experience that every American has when they go to Europe and they're like, the steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car.
Yeah, except there's no steering wheel. There was no urinal. There's just a stick shift. So I go into one of the stalls, and it was just like a little bit more roomy, too. There's plenty of toilet paper. And it was like you could eat off those toilets. I felt, me, a germaphobe. I look at these toilets, and I'm like, I could eat.
Christ.
It was really an eye-opening experience for me, just walking into the girls' bathroom to wipe my ass.
For me, when I have to go number 2, it is a cacophonous affair. Quite loud. Like tiles and stuff, the way public restrooms are normally fixed.
Tiles are falling off?
No, I'm just
so
mean,
loud.
The acoustics are amphitheater-like and stuff, and like my butt is just basically howling. I can't shit quietly. Like, if there's anyone in there, like, they either need to, like, sing the hoe down, there needs to be a baby crying, because they're just...
You're not a silent pooper.
Nonsense. No.
No.
No, and
You hear the whistle of the bomb go all the way down. And the reverberations coming out of the crater.
my turds just scream.
Yeah.
It's like, Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the farts, dude. It's the farts.
Jeez.
Like I don't fart during the day. Like I save it all for number 2. So by the time I'm like using the bathroom, it's having to go into public place is a nightmare.
Oh, that's a good introduction of who we are as people.
Okay, good. Paul's a normal human being who doesn't like dirty shit. My shits cause avalanches.
Apparently, the guys they go bare ass to toilets, and I don't. Oh, I just got a notification. Paula is currently looking at your profile. Sit tight.
Ooh, and sit tight we will, Paula.
Yes.
Sit tight we will.
You know, my parents would have named me Paula if I was a girl.
My parents would have named me Scarlet.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, straight up from Gone with the Wind. Yeah, the main character is Scarlet. God is my witness. I'll never go hungry again. Oh, don't push me down that stair. My baby gonna die. That would have been me.
That's a shame. It still can be. Basically on my iPhone.
Yeah, that's so many dating apps.
Yeah, I keep all my dating apps on one page of my iPhone desktop. So
It does look
you
big.
scroll and it's just entirely dating icons. Tinder,
it's astounding.
Coffee Meets Bagel, Happen, Clover, OkCupid, Bonfire.
What's
Bumble.
what's the quirkiest one? Which one has the weirdest kind of premise? Like the
Well, I've had more, but some of them are like more sketchy than others. And, you know,
like the app is sketchy, or
the people are sketchy, or they're just like robots that like message you. But they all have their advantages and their disadvantages. I do better on some than I do on others. You know, probably because there are better looking people on some and some not so good looking people on others.
I just do the standard. I go to a girl in person.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Well, it's not like I never go out. It's just
Right.
This is just a new element to dating.
I guess.
I've gotten more dates from dating apps than walking up to a girl. It's just some bullshit conversation. Like, I saw the blonde girl that Sebby was talking about in the elevator the other day. I saw her after I parked my car.
Did you honk?
No, but she had a bunch of
Great if you
bags.
did.
She had, like, bags from Trader Joe's, and she was carrying, like, healthy Whole Foods, like bananas and stuff like that.
She sounds like she's got her shit together.
Yeah, well, I mean, she lives in this place. She held the door open for me, and then she said, "What floor are you going to?" I was like, 1, please, thanks.
So she's loading all of these groceries. She's the one who has to go up higher than you do, and she's holding the door open. And
Well,
holding
she
the door
went in
open, and
first. Because I opened the garage door for her so that she could go in because she's holding all the bags. I did the chivalrous thing. Then she went in first, and she held the elevator door open for me. You know, it was kind of like this nice little
gender
switch off thing.
equality kind of thing.
Yeah, man, we're equal now.
Ah.
And just kind of look at each other just briefly in the elevator, and then I get off, and I said, have a good night. She said, you too. And
Did you tell her your name?
no, I was all sweaty, and I had chocolate. I had...
That's right. I just got an Uber for you back
So,
to the apartment.
I had
and you were
chocolate.
just murdering some cookies.
Yeah, I got myself 3 cookies, and they were delicious. And I had chocolate just embedded in my shirt by my neck, and I didn't see it until I looked in the mirror as soon as I got into my
Oh no!
into my apartment. Yeah, like, oh
held
no! See, you know that's the benefit of dating apps is you can look like shit, and you could be texting somebody and be like, "Oh, how you doing?"
Or you could just look perfect all the time.
No, that's exhausting. Who wants to do that?
You get used to it.
You set up an appointment to meet, and you go for coffee. You don't go for lunch, so nobody has to deal with buying anybody anything. And, you know, within the first 5 minutes, I think you know whether you want to go on a second date or not. And usually one of you leaves in...
One of us leaves in tears.
Yeah, it's a shitty game. We'll see. I'm sure I'll see that blonde girl again.
Word.
Hopefully my shirt's a little cleaner.
Yeah.
Or maybe she'll have some shit on her shirt. And I'll point it out. I'll be like, ew, that's disgusting. You eat like an animal.
You didn't notice any flaws on her?
I didn't have enough time.
The smart answer is no.
You know, it's an elevator, so you're not trying to be like blanketing them with your eyes, you know, in a short elevator ride. I don't even know what her face looks like, to be honest with you. I just know that she had blonde hair. She was, good height for me. She was carrying a ton of bags. It was just very simple observational sort of stuff. But I know the general vicinity of where she parked, so I imagine, I'll see her again. So
That's optimistic.
why do you think I've been dressing up the past couple days? I gotta be ready.
Yeah.
I gotta be ready for this real life shit.
Gotta scrub your ass squeaky.
I do.
I gotta cut my head off and just put it on someone else's body. Keep the other guy's head on. I want to be a two-head son of a bitch. Hey, ladies.
Two heads is better than one.
Look at me. I got two fucking heads.
Yeah. Looking at Rocco, impressing Sheila with his jackhammering skills.
She's so happy. She's like, oh, I can't wait for you to use this jackhammer.
Yeah. I miss cartoons. Like cartoons. Cartoon Friday.
Cartoons. And all the different kids would do it. Johnny Bravo would be like, cartoons. Dexter would be like, cartoons.
I miss that show. The show was awesome.
Dexter. Omelette de fromage.
Yeah.
Omelette de.
That was a tape recording that got stuck while he was sleeping.
It wasn't even a tape recorder. He had a fucking record player strapped to the top of his head. Chapitre 1. Lettre en français. Chapitre 1. Répétez, c'est moi. Omelette de fromage. Omelette de fromage. Omelette de fromage.
And he has a test the next day in French. He can't even write anything other than omelette de fromage.
Right.
It's not just this auditory thing. It's like brainwashed him into thinking everything's...
And it just works so well for him. All the girls are like, oh, French is the language of love. Oh, say it again, Dexter. Omelette de fromage. Like, oh. And then he's at the fucking UN. Omelette de fromage. And like Israel and Palestine are shaking hands and high-fiving. And they're like, hell yeah.
Oh, because it's like the answer to everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
But but it all falls apart because he couldn't get back into his lab because they're like, enter password.
Oh, right.
Do you remember what the password was?
Fuck Dee Dee. I don't know.
Password was Star Wars.
Really?
It was Star Wars.
It should have been Star Trek. He was a genius. He wasn't an idiot.
You won't fight me? Yeah, it was Star Wars. He says, omelette de fromage, and he gets the password wrong so many times. The safeguard for that is the lab blows itself up. Like, it doesn't just lock him out. It's like, come back in 24 hours,
So the
and try
cure
the
to
password.
cancer just gets blown to smithereens.
It's like if you don't remember the password to your bank account, it just depletes all of your funds.
It just gives all the money to... What was the name of, like, the rival in Dexter? The dude with the black bowl haircut. He's like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Welcome to my laboratory. Pans out laboratory. Pans out laboratory. Pans out laboratory.
I think he grew up to be the Crocker guy in Timmy Turner.
Oh man,
Didn't he like look similar?
he did look similar. I'm sure that's a thing
He's
on the
just
internet.
lanky and has dark hair, and he's just wants to be successful.
Right. His parents like cut him off. They don't fund him, so he can't make all those nice things. So he's just got like one or two gadgets left.
Gave up on science, so he focuses on magic.
Yeah, conspiracy shit.
Yeah, conspiracy shit. He's like fairies. He's like that Crocker. He's crazy.
Oh.
He believes in fairies. It's like the Invader Zim world,
That shit was dystopian.
where there's an alien right in front of. It's like, who's Zim? Oh, he's the green kid. Oh.
Right. And then there's that fucking retard who thinks that green kid's an
Yeah,
alien.
he's crazy.
He's nuts. And then
He's insane.
yeah. Then you got the phantom teacher who's like, today, class, we will learn how to skin a moose. And she fucking hovers over the moose, draws out a butcher's blade. And just...
Yeah. Sleeps in a coffin.
Yeah.
I got season 2. We'll have to watch it. I have a feeling season 2 will suffer from a lot of, like, because there are only 2 seasons. There is a charm in its crudeness. Like, you watch the first couple seasons of SpongeBob, even Hey Arnold or Family Guy. There's just a nice kind of honesty, I think. There's not much bullshit and just trying to get things to sell. I mean,
Right.
of course, there's an element of that, but it's trying to be something new. It's not trying to adhere necessarily. If it's good, we're talking about good shows. You know, it's not necessarily trying to adhere to just formulaic bullshit that they know that works. It has just some sort of sincerity to it, and I definitely think season 1 of Invader Zim had that, but I don't know if Invader Zim season 2 would have it. I would imagine at that point they'd be like, all right, these are the characters. It's two-dimensional. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. That's how it's just going to be. So we're going to create stories for this. They think they figure it out.
Right.
So they just start diluting everything into...
We know it works, so let's take that, slice it in two so that we
Right,
have
yeah.
two of
People
those
thought that was
things.
funny. So that guy's that guy now.
Yep.
You know, it's like...
That's
the
a shtick.
The characters aren't as nuanced. You know,
Yeah.
they just stop caring because they're like, I have a successful show.
Right. I mean, that happens with all kinds of things, like a stand-up comedian getting their own show on Comedy Central just because, oh, yeah, you know, we liked Jeff Dunham and his puppets. Let's give him a puppet show. And literally the show opened up.
Louie's last special, which probably won, I don't know, an Emmy or whatever it gets, it was well-reviewed, and I thought it was crap. I thought there were only like 2 funny jokes in the whole thing. Don't you have to set the bar pretty high with all of Louie's past specials were so great? I can't say that Louie's last one sucked, even if it won an Emmy. Name a joke from it. I can name so many of the jokes from Hilarious and the old one.
I was just giving you shit.
No, I know. The only joke that really made me laugh was like, I'm so old now that like the sound I used to make when I come, I now make when I pee. You know, like... And then he just kind of like just went into crazy town with the end of that joke or something. I think he says, and then when I pee, I just fucking make the sound of a dragon. Like, that almost was funny.
Right.
I think he's just gotten lazy and he's successful now. And he's in movies, and I can't wait till it comes out that Louis C.K. is the Bill Cosby of parents and just like fucks his little girls in the mouth.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
You're like, how could he do that? He's this great dad. He talks about it. He loves his kids. No. You're not looking closely.
I like how you can't wait for that. You pray
Can't
to that.
wait.
You pray to that God.
Everyone idolizes this guy. He used to be funny.
And the only thing people love to see more than a hero is to see a hero fuck the daughters.
Evil Louis C.K.
You've got your fucking fingers and toes crossed. It's like, oh, I heard he just got an Emmy. It's like, yeah, I hope he hits those kids at night.
Well, the way
Turns out that they've been dead for years.
Well, it sounds like the way he handles his finances, those kids won't be too well off, even with his incredible fortune, because he's just financially irresponsible. Mark Maron said he's always been financially irresponsible, and it doesn't surprise him that he still is. It's
That's
just
really
a different figure.
Because in Louie, he's got a very humble man's budget. You know, he's got to constantly fish for gigs because, he's got to take care of his little girls.
Right. So he's this bumbling idiot in the show, but as a parent, he is just this idealistic, the epitome of what a parent should be. Like, he feels like he has this responsibility.
He's the epitome of what a dad should be, and what a dad should do is fucking try.
Well, not only fucking try, but it's like he...
No, that's how they set it up in the show. They're like, look, you're a dad, and you're doing it.
You're doing it.
There's so many dads who are just not even there.
You get credit for doing it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it right. You're doing it. Pat yourself on the back. Go ahead, Daddy.
Give yourself a big, wet, lickery kiss.
Yeah.
Kick your own self on the lips.
Him and his kids are about to get eaten by these thugs outside of a store in one episode.
Right.
And what does he do? Instead of... There's like a share through a window, and oh shit, the cops!
Right, he gets a crowbar instead of like beating the shit out of them, like super alpha and stuff, protecting his daughters. He commits vandalism, and he's like, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
When I saw that, I was like, that's genius. But like my dumbass, I'd start graffitiing a wall, and it doesn't set off an alarm or anything, so I just get raped.
and then you get arrested for vandalizing private property.
Well, yeah, you
get raped again.
My hands are literally red with the spray paint. Like,
you're a good daddy. You tried. You tried. You didn't succeed, but you tried. My daddy never tried. Look at me. I'm raping a man.
In front of his daughters, who will never grow up to be anything like me.
Shivering.
Because he's so great. Look, daughters, look at the dad that I'm fucking. This is a good dad. You're never gonna turn out like me because of him.
This ultimately is where our conversations go. We start with shit and we end with rape.
Pretty much.
What else is there really to talk about?
Bart rape chase.
Making fun of dads who try to do the right thing.
Right.
What do? We rape them in an alleyway. This is what you get.